Welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're working on this Mercedes Benz EQS 580. This thing is pretty sweet. It's like a S-Class but an electric version. It's a factory matte paint job and we got some rear end damage. Tailgate, the bumper got hit, so we did some repairs on that. And in this video I'm going to show you guys how to match the OEM matte finish on a Mercedes Benz. Let's get the car inside and I'll show you guys how I go about painting it, what I use and how I prep it, and then we'll see how it turns out. So I actually painted this exact color Mercedes Benz. It was a SL550 and it was also a matte finish. So I found my spray out card. Let's go take a look, see if it matches up. We're blending the rear bumper and the tailgate. Color is not the main concern, but we still want the color to be perfect. And I'll show you guys how I go about mixing the paint and mixing the clear coat, as well as what I add into the clear coat to make it a matte finish. Let's take a look at our spray out cards, see what it looks like. The color looks pretty good. We got the same gray shade and same metallics, same satin finish. So we're just gonna paint the center of the trunk here. I don't think we should have any problems. So what you gotta remember is this is a clear coat, just like any clear coat, except it's not glossy. So you treat it just like any other job, prep it the same. So we're gonna block the primer area with 320, go over it with 600, and then go over all the blend panels with 1000 grit D8. And then the only thing different I do with the matte jobs is once I prep everything, I go over everything with the 3000 grit D8 with water. That way it just leaves a super smooth finish. Typically, I never had any issues. My clear always lays out perfectly when I do that. So let's do it. Got the Mercedes all masked up, ready to go. I cleaned it up, so we're ready to spray. First thing I'm gonna do is I got my clear base coat. Pretty much like just gonna apply the base coat over everything, but it's gonna dry clear. But this is gonna give us a nice, clean, uniform finish, and it's gonna seal in all the little imperfections and scuff marks that you can see. Even though clear covers it, this will cover it before clear, so that way when I do my base coat, it's gonna blend out nice and smooth. And then we'll be ready to mix up our base coat. So let's spray this clear base coat before we do anything else. My clear base coat is dry. It goes on blue when you apply it, and then once it's dry, it just becomes nice and uniform and has a little sheen to it. So I got my base coat mixed up. So far we're not doing anything different than I would do for a normal gloss clear coat. Pretty much the clear base coat is normal, and then my color base coat mixed up how I always mix it up. So we're gonna blend everything out, get our primer covered, and then we'll be ready to clear. Here's what we're looking like. So we just gotta cover our primer on the bumper and on the trunk. We'll do 2 coats and a control coat. There should be plenty of coverage. It's a gray metallic, so It has outstanding coverage, so I don't need to worry about blending out the undercoat. So we're done with the base coat. I did my 2 coats and then a control coat, which evens out all the metallics. Now we're ready to mix up our clear. If we search 297, which is the color code, the Mercedes, and then we choose our variant, here it's going to tell us use FC03 low gloss clear coat. So that's what's going to give us that matte finish once we're done with the clear coat. So it's important to use the FC03. And then we go into our coatings. We find my clear coat that I'm going to be using, which is D8126. So here's our clear coat, D8126. Then it's going to ask for SLV4985, which is this. That's our mattifying agent and the hardener. So that's going to give us the proper ratio of how to mix our clear, our hardener, and our mattifying agent. We're going to mix up 15 ounces, and that should give us enough. That's it. We got our mixture of clear. Gonna mix it up real quick and we'll be ready to spray. Important thing with matte clear when applying it is make sure you apply it clean without any dirt nibs. As you might have guessed, you can't color sand and polish matte clear. So if you have any dirt nibs, you have to either redo it or live with it. Because if you color sand and polish, you're gonna make the clear glossy again. So if you polish like a little section, then it's gonna stay glossy, and then the rest of the bumper is gonna be matte. So pretty much it has to be off the gun finish. You can't touch it, can't mess with it, gotta make it perfect. Got my clear mixed up, so let's shoot some clear. Hope it turns out perfect. Apply your first coat of clear, you have to wait for it to go completely matte before going on to the second coat. And when you apply your clear coats, you just do it the same way you apply normal clear. There's no different techniques or anything. Apply it nice and heavy, medium to medium wet, and make sure you got good coverage, good overlap, so then everything dries uniform. So we're gonna wait for that to start drying off, start mattifying, and then we'll be ready for our second coat. We'll do one more coat and then we'll be done. Okay, our first coat looks pretty much dry. Not dry, but it's matte. We'll do one more coat and should be good to go. day, the Mercedes paint is dry, the clear coat dry satin, just how I wanted it, and it looks perfect. Let's take a quick look and then we'll get the car out of the spray booth. The job came out perfect, the paint matches perfectly as well as the clear coat, same sheen, same everything. So let's get the car out and put it together. Alright guys, our 2022 Mercedes EQS 580 is finished. The car got assembled, we washed it, detailed it, and it's ready to go. It's looking super clean, super nice. I love how everything turned out. Everything looking beautiful, just like new. Nobody will ever know. Let's take a quick look and see how it turned out. Enjoyed this video. If you liked it, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you like this kind of content and you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any new videos. That is going to be it for today. I'll see you guys on the next one.